Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I've been saying this for a while about Triple G, that the walls are closing in, and it's just looking more and more like Triple G is what I've been saying he is for the last 5 years, a complete fucking fraud. Now, nevertheless, there's a rumor that's going around that Triple G basically possibly fucked up a deal to go to ESPN. Keep in mind, ESPN was one of the networks that was negotiating with Triple G to bring him over to ESPN alongside DAZN, and then there was a rumor about him possibly going to PBC. But it looks like Triple G don't know which direction he wants to go, because basically it appears to me and possibly a lot of other people that Triple G has ran out of tomato cans, gas station attendants, cashiers at Chipotle, cashiers at the Wingstop, and janitors to fight, because now the gig is up. You know, Triple G got a complete pass for being presented by HBO as this unstoppable force who didn't want to fight next to nobody. And to me, Triple G got away with murder, basically being able to fight the competition he fought on HBO. But then they was trying to market this dude as one of the best fighters on the planet based off his resume, which was shit. His resume was horse shit. But yet he got all these accolades and praise that he didn't deserve. And we know why that is. He got a pass by HBO. He got a pass by a lot of people in the media. And he got a pass by these so-called boxing fans for his lack of competition and competitive fights. And when you questioned him about his questionable resume, you were called a hater. You were called a racist. You were called being jealous. Like I said, why the fuck would I be jealous of somebody that looked like Triple G, for real? You were every name but a child of God if you didn't praise Triple G for basically doing what he should have did, which is fight better competition. And then when you brought that up, people would bring up people that didn't have nothing to do with Triple G, and we already know what color these fighters would be. You know, when you would bring up Triple G's sorry resume, he got away with it. I don't know how, well, I do know how he got away with it, because he wasn't black. And there was no pressure on him to fight the best competition, because we all know that HBO pretty much tried to set Andre Ward up by making him go up to 175 and fight Sergey Kovalev. They was praying and hoping that Andre Ward lost that fight. They really was. Because they didn't want Andre Ward to fight Triple G. And there was pressure by the fans for Andre Ward to go up to 175 and fight Sergey Kovalev. Because you heard the diehard Triple G fans saying, tell Andre Ward to leave Triple G alone and go fight Sergey Kovalev. One dude came on my channel and said, man, could you leave Triple G alone? Can we just have this Triple G? Can we at least have him for right now? I was like, what? Somebody told me and Dante that before. One dude told me, you just want Triple G to lose. That's why you want him to fight Andre Ward. You just want to see him lose. So the dude was pretty much admitting that Andre Ward would have beat Triple G's ass, which I think everybody knows that. I think Andre Ward would have beat Triple G, and he would have stopped him in the late rounds. Triple G probably would have quit in his corner. And as you guys know, there was so much inconsistency when asking Abel Sanchez, well, why don't you want to fight Andre Ward? Oh, he's inactive, but they fought a guy in Marta Rosen that hadn't fought in like 2 years. And when I asked him about that, they said that was a stupid question. How was that a stupid question when you said Andre Ward was inactive, but then you fought a dude that hadn't fought? So, I mean, you already knew what was up with, you know, Abel Sanchez. And like I said, the media protected him too. One of the main culprits was Dan Rayfield. When you would ask him, well, why don't Triple G fight Andre Ward? After all, he did call him out. Dan Redfield would get livid. He would say, that fight doesn't make any kind of sense. Why does Triple G have to fight Andre Ward? That doesn't make any kind of sense. They said the fight literally made no kind of sense. So you heard this about Triple G. And I just was one of the dudes that was on Triple G's helmet. Me and Ticket TV and a few other people were sinners, were like heavily critical of Triple G. It was sinister, but it was well deserving of Triple G, because he got a pass by the mainstream media, the fake news, for not fighting nobody. And they had the audacity, which I think was one of the most insulting things I'd ever saw in boxing, to have this dude placed in the top 25 best fighters of all time within the last 25 years. I thought that was insulting, and I thought ESPN, I thought that was pretty, blatantly, openly racist. To say that he's in the top 25 of some of the greatest fighters that ever fought. It just wasn't true. We knew that HBO and some of these people was reaching, but somehow, some way, they got away with it. Like I said, there was never no pressure for Triple G to fight tough opponents. There was never no pressure. They never said, hey, Triple G, why don't you try to make a fight with Charlo? Hey, Triple G, why don't you try to fight Demetrius Andrade? Hey, Triple G, why don't you try to fight Dorian Chaco? They never questioned him about who he fought. Every 3 or 4 months, you would hear about Triple G fighting a nobody. You would be like, who is this dude? Where did he come from? And then Triple G would end up knocking him out, and then people would be sensationalizing it. But now keep in mind, this is the same people that say Deontay Wilder ain't fought nobody. Okay, so you know what time it is with that. But Triple G is running out of people to fight. He's ran out of tomato cans to fight. And I think now people are not going for that no more. I think if he goes to PBC, he gets a tomato can exemption, and then they want him to fight Charlo. I think there's certain people that Bob Arum want Triple G to fight. He ain't that interested in fighting. Same thing with DAZN. There's really nobody for him to fight except the third fight with Canelo, and he doesn't appear to want Demetrius Andrade. Doesn't seem that interested in Saunders. It appears to me that he needs and wants a tomato can to fight. So where does that leave Triple G? To me, it's looking like Triple G probably is looking into retirement, which wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if Triple G called it a day. And I'm going to get to Triple G's legacy should he retire. I'm out.